With Mo Salah, Cody Gakpo and Florian Wirtz looking like our first choice front three, it got me thinking on the ideal formation to facilitate their strengths and get the most out of our beautiful attacking force. And with that in mind, I've decided to use the same formation that I use personally, professional coach for non-league J-League Lucha FC, the 4-4-2 diamond. Because after all, we got the Mo, we got the Flow, we got the Big Dutch G Gakpo. Big Dutch G. So let's have a look at what it would look like. In some ways, with the personnel that we actually have, it will suit the 4-4-2 diamond better than the formation we currently employ, and the second string have a prominent place in the respective lineup as well. So if you put Salah here alongside Big Dutch G Gakpo, Cody Gakpo, Florian Wirtz therefore plays a primary central number 10, nothing on the left. You can have McAllister on the left, you can have Soboslai on the right, Gravenberg, special gravy, Big Dutch G as well, holding the base. Now, if you play narrow, right? If you play narrow, we have Kirkes, we have Frimpong, could be Conor Bradley. For now, Konate, even though there's rumours he might get sold to Real Madrid this window. And Van Dijk, and Alisson Becker. Brazil's number one at the back. Now, the reason why I say this is preferable possibly to the 4-3-3, and I'm going to teach you what I do day in, day out in training with Lucha FC, is these guys that run the whips, they run the channel, they start from in to out, right? So it passes on the buck for the central defenders to try to mark our players going out wide, which gives Florian Wirtz free reign to penetrate the box as he sees fits, but he doesn't have to. He can form the deep lying line as well. Now, what happens here is the line of 6 for the opposition, right? If they play dual 6, they have to make a choice. Do we go out and press? Do we cover Wirtz? Who covers Wirtz? If they play 3 at the back or 2 at the back, who steps into the void? This is the Firmino conundrum all over again, because Gakpo sits in the space where he ideally wants to sit. Salah sits in the space. If we squeeze the midfield, right, nothing is getting through the midfield because uber congested, especially when we have players the likes of Van Dijk and Konate who step up into the breach, into the void. Now, nothing is getting through there. So what happens then? It's now a 1v1 with Kirkes and Frimpong. You're not going to beat Frimpong for pace, and Kirkes' endeavour means you're not going to beat him as well. He has full free roam to really, really annihilate the flanks, as does Frimpong. However, doesn't necessarily need to be that way because, as I said, Gakpo can go out wide. If Gakpo starts in a wide position and Salah starts in a wide position, right, you have runners from midfield. Now, Soboslai, as we pointed out in the last video, will always be a willing runner. You have to watch out for Wirtz. McAllister loves to venture forward as well, pop from distance, feed Gakpo between the centre-back and the full-back as well. Soboslai can invert with Salah to provide the crossing options from the wing. Soboslai is very comfortable on the wing. We know that Jeremy Frimpong is very, very comfortable on the wing as well. So this formation allows Salah, as he sees fit, to roam between the P-box poacher, the inside forward, the pseudo right winger, and the right inside forward lanes as well, right? Intelligent players we're talking about, intelligent players with a constant rotation. Similarly, if he does hold his position as striker and Soboslai sits in inside forward position, roaming from the right side at 8, Frimpong has the freedom of the width. You can bunt it out, you can bunt it in behind the defenders. Frimpong will make the overlapping run, and he will almost always beat the wide midfielder or the tracking wide striker left winger. Imagine that's a Rashford, right? Imagine that's a Pedro Neto. Imagine any left winger you want. Frimpong will beat them on the march, and they won't want to track it back, which brings a dilemma, because he can bring it back into Soboslai, who will have space for the fact that Salah is the danger man and Wirtz is the danger man. So he's got options, he's got options all around, right? As well as a shot. This might finally unlock Soboslai to take that rocket shot. But similarly, on the other side, Gakpo has a rocket shot as well. Now, this formation also allows everyone to absolutely bundle into the box. On a spillage, there's no better player than Salah and Wirtz on the P-spot following up. On the spillage, there's no better player than Wirtz or Gakpo, who's a penalty box poacher, to gather the spoils as well. This means you are absolutely dominant in the midfield area because you have the concept of triangles everywhere, right? You have the normal triangle, you have the pseudo triangle, you have all the diamonds you could possibly want, including the diamond cutter, DDP, bang kind of thing with Wirtz at the top. But Wirtz can also float to the left, which means when he's in this position, one of your other players can go into the prominent 10 position, and McAllister is a world-class 10 as well. Soboslai can hold the line, Frimpong Kirkez sitting on that fulcrum right there in around the halfway line. It means with the pace going back, you can play half-court press and nothing gets in behind there because Alisson Becker is a sweeper keeper anyway. The diamond is so versatile because even in this situation, if Wirtz gives the width, Gakpo, perpendicular line, Salah, P-spot, McAllister here, you're giving Gravenberch the license to penetrate as well because he has the ability to run forward and on the line. Anytime someone goes into one of the other positions, you have somebody covering and you've still got the freedom of the opposite width. The overload on the left gives you the freedom opposite width. And the advantage of this one is not only have you got a square, and obviously international Dutch teammates get around the back, around the outside, you have options now. You have absolutely a plethora of options to pick out because the overload is always there. That's why I always teach in tactical training sessions on a Tuesday evening, on a Thursday evening, you build up on one side. The danger is on the other side, but when you reach the danger, if you manage to switch the ball, scuttle the ball over the other side, everyone is in position to get and filter into the box, into the area, which means you have many a player to pick out, and you're still secure on the counter-attack for the fact that Konate, one of the best width defenders, Van Dijk steps into the breach, and Kirkez is utility holding the line as well, okay? So it is a variation of a 4-4-2, even on transition of 4-4-3, that really caters for all of our players to really get into positions that they ultimately fancy, because it doesn't pen Gravenberch into the sixth position. He can burst forward. Wirtz can go left. Szoboszlai can go right. Give Frimpong the freedom to go up. Give Kirkez the opportunity to play infield as a dual six. You can dual six this lineup if you want, because Kirkez is very happy to sit in there because he's an all-around total footballer, right? He has the facility to do that as well. Gakpo can go to the P spot. Salah can play inside forward spot. You have all of the momentum on the fulcrum. Think of it as a pendulum swinging from one side to the other side, and you have players who are comfortable in the positions to get into any position they want. Szoboszlai can back up for Frimpong coming up. But that's just the first string. That is the first lineup. We have other players who would really suit the system as well. And look, I'm going to line it up for you right now. Okay, so Gakpo, Salah, splitting the C in that regard. One can stay high up, one can stay at the back post. He's got physicality. He's got penalty box, predatory instincts to score the goal. We know that Wataru Endo can definitely play this fulcrum role as well, stepping in between the back line to give further options for Kirkez and Frimpong to go up, half-back position. Then you have that kind of lineup as well. And then looky, very attacking 3-5-2 formation as well. Endo being the breach in the middle, aerially dominant as well. Curtis Jones could very easily come in here, and he could be a roaming Raumdeuter, filling in the pockets, filling in the gaps, wherever you need him to hold the ball, retain the ball, shift the ball, move the ball, rotate the ball. Out and around it goes to Alisson, out and around it goes again. Jones is very versatile in that regard as well. Harvey Elliott would absolutely love this Wirtz spot. Now, we didn't play with a prominent number 10 last season, but Harvey Elliott would love to operate in here. The cute through balls on the angle to the bend. He can absolutely go on the right-hand side, as we've seen already, which allows Mo Salah to be more prominent on the inside forward position. Crossing to Gakpo at the back post is a game-winning condition because Gakpo is tall and physical and a poacher as well, as is Darwin Núñez. Now, this would suit Darwin Núñez down to a T as well, because Darwin Núñez's biggest fault last season was missing opportunities, but in a particular area. Now, when Elliott slides Darwin Núñez into this position here, or you find him on a curvature in that position there, or you feed him on inside forward position with an overlap, he can ignore and cut inside and shoot in that position there, Darwin Núñez is a menace. It's only when the 10 player or the midfielder like Szoboszlai is too far away from Darwin Núñez and he's expected to take a 1v1 clear cut on the angle chance, he seems to hit the keeper. But if you build up the play to allow Darwin Núñez the ability to get a touch in the box, he's actually proven quite deadly. It's on the first time takes when he's dashing in and taking a shot, he seems to just pile drive it instead of place it. When he has a touch, which is what got Jurgen Klopp signed in the first place, touch on the inside of the box to take it out of his feet and bend it into the corner, he's actually quite proficient. And when you have a Salah and a foil like Florian Wirtz in and behind him as well, feeding him the cute short through balls in and around this line here, in and amongst their sixes, right? That is where Darwin Núñez thrives, the cute through balls. When Salah was in his position and he was fed the through ball through from Salah, that is where he buried it twice against Newcastle. You need that player closer to Darwin Núñez to make him thrive, and that's why I'm going to do the Darwin Núñez redemption arc, no matter how many people are against giving him second chances. And that's just not the Liverpool effect. We'll sell him if we get a good offer that meets the valuation that Richard Hughes and Arne Slot have employed. But this formation literally fits all of our players. And this is a 4-4-2 narrow diamond, right? It does not have to be a narrow diamond. You can play on the whips as well. And look at this variation. Now, this variation is a little bit more complex. We're going to reset the board and put in some of our most prominent players as well. In this example, we're going to keep Nunes and Salah in here because Salah will always play that position. Chiesa would love that position going from in to out as well. Diogo Jota would have loved that playmaking ability as well. May he rest in peace and always shine his light on Anfield, our eternal number 20. He'll be supporting us for eternity now. This allows McAllister to hold a whip, Szoboszlai to hold whip in the traditional sense. And what you have here, if we put Gravenberch back in this regard, you have the ability to play your dual 10s into the box and have Kerkez and Frimpong or Connor Bradley probably more prominent in this example, fill in the midfield line. Now, what happens here? You have two midfield dynamo playmakers who can hold the width as well. You have the ability for both 10s to play the width, but also you have both 10s to make the penetrating run as well as making the penetrating run here, going this way. Kerkez now has the opportunity to bomb forward into the inside forward position, as does Frimpong. Probably prefer Bradley in this position, in all honesty. And Bradley can get in that position as well. So depending on who makes the variant runs, you have the ability to interchange, which means the opposition just cannot live with the rotations and the transitions, always held by a fulcrum of a 6 and the 2 centre-backs as well, with pace. By having a wide playmaker in these channel positions, they are more likely to be able to have the vision to pick out the passes, as necessary to facilitate a changing of momentum. Now, if Kerkez gets the ball here, Nunes gets the ball there, and he goes into the inside forward position, you can have one going perpendicular on, one going towards him, and one on the back post, which gives him the option to shuffle, play out wide, and many options as well. It's about creating disorientating transitions for the opposition. And when the fullbacks go inside, like João Cancelo did under Pep Guardiola's system, Achraf Hakimi as well at PSG, it absolutely discombobulates the opposition. Because why are fullbacks now in this position? Because fullbacks are essential for the modern game. And we've got 3, if not 4, absolute masterclass fullbacks who can really take advantage of the inside positions when we have a front line that is causing absolute chaos, and there's versatility and there's options to get our players in the positions they like. But saying that, that is the wide variant of the 4-4-2 diamond. I believe because of the talent of our fullbacks, we're going to see the narrow variation more often than not, for the fact that it gives Florian Wirtz the space in this 6th position to cause absolute mayhem. You're pushing McAllister in there, and that looks tasty. You can push Szoboszlai in there, and that looks tasty as well, as long as Szoboszlai gets the time and bucks up his ideas to actually take a shot as well. And even Gravenberch can go in that position as well. Okay, so that is why I reckon the 4-4-2 diamond with 2 up front, running the whips, 1 staying high, 1 dropping deeper, you almost form that kind of box as well, as and when necessary. Similarly, the other way around, probably Wirtz in that inside forward position and Salah in that inside forward position. It allows your fullbacks to really take over the whips and the games in the 1v1s, because the opposition have to commit bodies for that blockage of players. And my goodness, Wirtz and Salah in the 10 positions is a cheat code. Szoboszlai's energy alongside McAllister's playmaking, phenomenal, and that back line cannot be penetrated as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash a like, subscribe if you haven't already. This is a channel substance in abundance, the cream of the crop, and we go through all of the tactical variations that Liverpool are likely to employ. And good luck to the Red Men hitting the pitch again this evening against Preston. Can't wait to see 11 p.m. my time. It's going to be very fun. Hope to see all the boys get onto the pitch. Wirtz, Frimpong and Kerkez are going to wear temporary numbers for now, but sooner than later, they're going to officially announce their numbers, and I'm going to officially get my Wirtz 3rd green kit on the back as well. Until next time, Miyazaki man, Ichiban. It means the best. Liverpool fan in Japan community is the best too. And all you guys, thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and we'll speak soon. Jane means ciao.